You've been sold the most expensive lie in business. They told you, build the company, hit your numbers, scale your team, then you'll finally be free to enjoy your family. But you're not free, are you? You're wealthier than ever, busier than ever, and more trapped than ever. Your success has become your prison. And I know this because I was there too. And while you're building your empire, your family is planning a life without you in it. That's the lie almost every successful father believes, and it's slowly killing everything that actually matters. And I'll never forget sitting in my office, staring at millions in revenue on my screen and feeling absolutely like nothing but exhaustion. And I was missing Leo's games again, and it hit me like a freight train. I used to be that kid watching my dad miss mine. He'd look at me with guilt in his eyes every day. Son, I'm doing this for you. But as a kid, that didn't matter. What mattered was that the seat next to my mom was empty. And what mattered was that my dad chose work over me every single time. And here I was 20 years later becoming the exact father that I swore I'd never be. The success I thought that would give my son a better life was actually stealing his childhood, just like it stole mine. Lie number one, freedom is a reward you earn after you've made it. Now that's backwards and it destroys families. Freedom isn't a destination at the end of success, it's the foundation that you build from day one. You don't buy freedom with money, you design it with systems. I help successful fathers work 25 to 30 hours per week, not after they've earned the right to be present, but because they refuse to sacrifice their children's childhood for anyone's definition of success. Freedom isn't something that you earn, it's something that you architect. Line number two, delegation means losing control so that you have to stay involved in everything. Now here's the brutal truth. Your need for control is what's causing the destruction in your business and your family. When every decision flows through you, when every meeting needs your input, when every crisis requires your heroics, your team stops thinking and your family stops expecting you. You think you're being responsible, but you're actually being selfish. Real leadership isn't being needed for everything. It's building something so strong it doesn't need you for anything. Freedom begins the moment that you stop being the smartest person solving the dumbest problems. Lie number three, the harder you work, the more valuable you are. This lie is killing successful fathers faster than any disease. We live in a culture that worships exhaustion. If you're not grinding 80-hour weeks, you're not committed, right? Wrong, dead wrong. I've watched these fathers double their profits by cutting their work week in half because when you protect your energy, you lead with clarity instead of chaos. And that clarity compounds faster than any amount of brute force ever could and ever will. Your family doesn't need you to be busy, they need you to be present. Now that's a massive difference. My dying father grabbed my hand and he said the words that changed everything. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't miss Leo's games like I missed yours. Don't let success steal what I can never get back. Now that wasn't advice. That was a dying man's biggest regret, and that became my life's mission. That's when the buyback time formula was born out of a promise to build companies that grow stronger when you're with your family, not weaker. Your business should serve your family and it shouldn't steal from them. Let me show you what happens when you stop believing the lies. My friend Greg, he cut $60,000 in monthly waste and took a 3-week vacation. His business grew while he was gone. His daughter told her friend, my daddy is always here now. My friend Stacy went from 70-hour weeks to 28 hours while hitting record profits, and his wife said, I finally have my husband back. Now these aren't exceptions. This is what happens when you design freedom instead of chasing it. When you stop being the bottleneck, everything flows faster. And here's the truth that will define your legacy. Your children won't care how many zeros are in your bank account. They'll care whether you showed up to their game. They'll care whether you had the energy to laugh at dinner instead of checking Slack at the dinner table. They'll care whether you chose them over the chaos when it mattered most. The lies of success steal the choice from you unless you replace them with the truth about what actually matters. If you're ready to stop believing the lies that are slowly destroying your family and start building a company that thrives without consuming your life, it starts here. Your family's not going to wait forever for you to choose them over the lies you've been told about success. Grab the buyback time formula at buybacktimeformula.com/YT book. Get the book. It's free. Just pay for shipping. Once you get it, you're going to put it next to your computer. It's 128 pages of pure gold, no fluff, and it will take you from the bottleneck to being the freed present father that your family is waiting for you to be, because the real ROI isn't revenue, but it's being remembered as a father who was there when it mattered most. So go get your book, and I'll see you on the inside.